Rafa Nadal is incredible.
He does everything right. He understands what the game's given to him. He understands what he has to give back to it.
A regal Rafa performance. Sensational from the Spaniard. He has rewritten the history books.
He just gets it.
Yeah, I grew up watching Rafa. He's my idol. He's my idol, for sure.
He's one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, incredible, one of my real idols growing up.
Rafa has always been my favorite player, and for me, he's the greatest.
For me, entertaining is play with passion, try your best in every single moment, be 100% focused. When you do sport, for me, that's what really makes me feel entertained as a player and as a fan. My way to understand the sport since I was a kid is to always work at very, very high intensity. I think I changed it a little bit, still in my mind when I was a kid, to play every ball with the highest intensity possible. Yes, this is one of my first trophies. This is the Balearic Islands Championship, and for me it's a very special one because I won this trophy with 8 years old and was the Balearic Championship under 12. So because at that age, 3-4 years of difference is a big thing, and the power, everything creates a big impact on the game. So that's why I always say it's one of the most difficult tournaments that I ever won. It's true.
And now we're ready for another feast. Leighton Hewitt, former world '1. He's up against a future star, everyone believes, in Rafael Nadal from Spain.
I remember that match. I was sitting in Leighton's box, and you knew there was a storm coming. It wasn't. This was no normal player for a young kid, and the heaviness of his shot.
Oh! I'm speechless. Whew, that was a big smash.
You could almost see Leighton trying to deal with the ball. It was like a super ball coming off the court at him. He won that match and got through to the final that year, Leighton, but we knew that Rafa was here to stay.
Wild applause from the stands for the Australian hero Hewitt, and in appreciation for the enormous talent of the young Spaniard Rafael Nadal.
No one knew he was going to be this good, but we figured he was going to be pretty darn good.
Predicted by some to be on track to become the youngest ever #1 ranked player in the world.
Rafael Nadal already having so much desire and everything for such a young age is quite phenomenal.
Well, Nadal comes in here as the favourite.
He's a very good player, someone that I respect a lot, and plays very well on these courts.
And Nadal to add another page to the history books.
For me, Rafa is the toughest player. 5 sets matches.
Nadal crowned again.
3 majors in a row. The French, Wimbledon, and now the US Open.
Yeah, there's only one Rafael.
Federer is Federer, and he can play.
The two best players of their generation and both all-time greats of the game.
I will never forget all these Sundays that we were staying in front of the TV watching these Rafa and Roger finals, and my whole family was like an event,
As we said before, this is Ali versus Frazier on the tennis court.
For sure, winning first Grand Slam outside of clay on Wimbledon must have been a great moment. People still say that it's the best match ever.
There's a new man at the head of men's tennis, Rafael Nadal.
For me, it's a dream playing this court, but win, I never imagined something like this. So very happy. Thank you very much, everybody.
They're one of the most popular players that we've had, in tennis, really. We're completely different people, completely different players. I think this matchup is just very intriguing for a lot of sports fans.
It's another 5-set epic from the two best players in the world.
I think there was a few tears in the stadium that year, and lasting images. The way he embraced Roger, because Rafa had the understanding and the people skills to deal with the situation. He made Roger feel better.
Rod, sorry for today. I know. Yeah, I really know how you feel right now. It's really tough, but you remember you are a great champion. You are one of the best of the history. You're gonna improve the 14 of Sampa for sure.
What it is to be human, to be compassionate. Just a very decent man.
Move over Federer. There's a new champion in town, and his name is Novak Djokovic.
With Nadal and Federer, they both were so entrenched and easy to like when Novak emerged. And I think he was always fighting those currents against this established fan base.
The substantial victory over one of his great rivals.
It's an incredible challenge. Every time I face him anywhere in the world, no other rivalry had that many matches like I had with him. So we go back a very, very long time, and it's been quite a ride.
And Roger and Novak, they're beyond the sport, you know, like they are beyond the records and whatever they're doing for tennis. Like they want so much, they're still here striving for better, you know, like to win more, trying to win more. So it's really something that inspires me. And at the same time, I kind of like don't get how much they have inside, you know, like to push themselves.
You know, Rafa, Roger, Djokovic, I think everybody has improved over the years. During their whole careers, they were improving every day.
Yeah, every time I face him, I feel I have to be at my best. I feel I have to be really present, really aware. Yeah, particularly when you play on clay. When you play on clay, you feel like, oh my God, you know, is ball ever going to pass him?
It's unbelievable. So many people are watching him and trying to learn what he's doing on the clay to get just like 1% of what works for him.
Sure, we're going to remember he's 14 at the moment Roland Garros titles. Your career is usually in tennis like 50 years. To win a Grand Slam, even one, is already crazy and you dream of it. And he won 14 at the same place, where you have to kind of win almost every year. But yeah, we can talk for hours about all of the three and their achievements.
Oh, exceptional!
His will to win remains undiluted.
Take a bow, Rafael Nadal. This is absurd.
He has got the New Yorkers out of their seat.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's magnificent tennis.
Absolutely insane. Insane, I tell you.
Smile on your face when you asked the ball boy to fix the water bottle up.
No, I didn't ask.
This kind of champion's mentality of never giving up and always, you know, in the face of adversity, finding a way to win, finding a way to come back. And he, you know, we all know that throughout his career, he has struggled with his injuries so much.
It's the miracle in Melbourne.
1 month and a half ago, I didn't know if I will be able to be back. Today, I am here in front of all of you having this trophy with me, and you really don't know how much I fight to be here.
He's been able to deal with all of the pressures and setbacks and injuries and those things, and still approach the game with such a great attitude and work ethic and everything. It's really, really impressive.
The best thing that he has is that he never has like excuse. His attitude for me is the best one as an athlete and also as a person.
I remember as a junior watching him at Roland Garros training, and first of all you're excited to see Rafa, and then you start hearing the sound of the ball off his racket, and he was hitting the ball so hard I had watched him on TV, right, but then you saw it on the practice court, and it's like, I've never seen someone hit the ball so big.
He's my favorite player to watch in practice, really. It's just another level, and I try to replicate him. You know, there's a difference between hitting the ball hard and intensity, and I think every shot he's giving full intensity.
I always believe that when you work with high intensity on the practice court, then a couple of things that helps you later on the match. If the amount of work on the practice course is higher than what you do on the competition match, then the body is prepared for it. That Rafa Nadal Academy is in my village, where I have been living during all my life, and people from the village and people from around the village can enjoy the gym, can enjoy the facilities in general terms, and that's making me feel happy because it's something very positive.
It's so inspiring, honestly. I mean, younger players that are watching him play have to be, you know, he's probably creating a whole nother generation of Rafa fans and inspiring kids to want to play the game.
Give your best, you know, and practice with passion, practice with the right attitude. When you give your best every single day, you can't do more.
He's such a great champion. I think he inspired so many kids, so many players. It's just unbelievable what he's done for tennis.
The general attitude towards practice and competition and everything, yeah, I think is very, very rare.
Growing up and having him as an example, and also after getting to share moments with him, and it's inspiring, and it will be very sad for especially us Spanish tennis players that we grew up with him, that he retires.
One of the greatest players of all time.
I repeat the same thing that I did hundreds of times. No, I just tried to do my way during all my life, and I'm gonna keep doing that way. No, I am super happy about all the things that I did. I did more than what I ever dreamed.